Tina.
Her insured legs, her greatest sadness as a mother, and an unshared fortune. The legendary singer, who is a double Hall of Famer, had a suicide attempt, but her journey into Buddhism saved her life. Her tumultuous love with Ike and her second chance with a younger man. 1 year after the death of the world's most successful female rock artist, it is still uncertain how her vast wealth will be distributed. While the world still mourns the loss of the world's most successful female rock artist, questions have arisen online about who will inherit it. With a career spanning 6 decades, Tina Turner left an indelible mark on the music industry, and her talents were generously rewarded with an incredible fortune. I am strong. I lived through a divorce, a separation from my family, all kinds of hells. I never let that bring me down. I am not an alcoholic. I have never smoked. I have never done drugs. I have floated through the disaster of my past clean. I got here unscathed. I haven't aged from all that stress, said the iconic singer, who died at the age of 83 after battling illnesses and having lived intensely, both successes and dramatic moments. Mentor, violent husband, and suicide attempt. Tina Turner proved to be a megastar for so long that it's easy to forget that isn't her real name. Born on November 26, 1939, in Brownsville, Tennessee, as Anna Mae Bullock, she was once known as Little and in her first single, Box Stop, in 1958. According to Mark Bigo's 2003 biography, Tina Turner break every rule. The singer explained how she got her nickname. I had a thing for the movie women who swung on vines, the Jungle Queens. Since the alias coincided with one of his favorites, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, I christened her as Tina. Thereafter, the couple performed together as Ike and Tina Turner. When she finally divorced Ike, Bigo wrote in his book that she was not after money or possessions but solely her freedom and the stage name Tina Turner. Her marriage to music partner Ike Turner was notoriously tumultuous. In her 2018 autobiography, My Love Story, she detailed her accusations of abuse throughout the relationship, including the incident where he beat her so severely that he ended up fracturing her jaw. In an excerpt published in Daily Mail, Tina revealed reaching a particularly desperate point. I convinced myself that death was my only way out. One night, just before a concert, I couldn't take it anymore and swallowed 50 sleeping pills, she confessed. Fortunately, she miscalculated the time it would take for the pills to take effect and was rushed to the hospital after they took effect while she was putting on makeup. She recalls, I didn't make it to the stage. I remember being in the car and he put his finger down my throat, trying to make me vomit. She survived after undergoing gastric lavage. I knew my suicide attempt wasn't a cry for help. But I never tried to kill myself again because I emerged from the darkness believing I was meant to survive. I was here for a reason. Her salvation, Buddhism and a new love. In the HBO documentary, Tina, the singer barely mentions the abuse she endured during her marriage to Ike, unlike how she has addressed it in interviews, books, and dramatic portrayals on both stage and screen. The film's directors, Dan Lindsay and T.J. Martin, revealed that this decision was intentional, aiming to prevent the singer from reliving the trauma of those painful memories. Lindsay explained, the trauma of abuse never goes away, and that's something we wanted to convey with this film. Reliving that time can be very traumatic for her. We were very aware that it's something she continues to grapple with. This aligns with Tina's own sentiments, who said, it's like those old memories. You want to leave them behind and forget, and there are many things you don't want to say, but there comes a time when you have to. Until Tina Turner found Buddhism. In a conversation with USA Today, she expressed, the more I delved into this knowledge, the more I found support in its philosophy, and it made complete sense to me. Buddhism truly was my salvation, and for about 50 years, I sang joyfully every day. Buddhism was a kind of sanctuary for me. It transforms your perspective on the situation you find yourself in. Turner described how Buddhist chants transformed her life and added, I left a solid legacy as a rock performer, and I want to make it clear that it was thanks to my spiritual devotion. Everything changed for Tina after her divorce from Ike, despite having no intention of marrying again. A chance encounter at an airport altered her fate. In the 2021 HBO documentary, she recalls meeting Irwin Bach, her second husband, a Swiss music executive who was sent by her manager to pick her up at Dusseldorf Airport. He was very handsome. My heart started beating strongly, which meant our souls had connected. The couple remained together for 27 years before marrying in 2013. In an interview, she explained why she was in no rush to marry. People always ask me why I haven't remarried. I have love. I have a full life. I don't see the need to change that. Tina's relationship with Irwin Bach lasted for decades, and in her memoirs she revealed the gift that saved her life in 2016, after years of untreated high blood pressure had severely damaged her kidney function. Faced with the choice between regular dialysis or a kidney transplant, Bach offered her one of his kidneys. Despite her initial reluctance due to his young age and concerns for his own health, Irwin went through with the donation, resulting in a successful transplant surgery. Turner expressed gratitude, stating, "We both are still here, closer than we ever imagined, and that is a reason to celebrate." Beloved and successful, Tina Turner's 1984 album Private Dancer marked a turning point, reviving her career and propelling her to unprecedented stardom. The album's success solidified her as a powerhouse in the music industry, with her Wildest Dreams 1996 tour grossing an impressive $100 million in ticket sales, and her 24/7 2000 tour selling tickets totaling $80 million. Often recognized as the Queen of Rock and Roll, Tina was first inducted into the genre's Hall of Fame in 1991, alongside her first husband, Ike Turner, as a musical act. Despite expressing gratitude, she declined the invitation to attend and accept the honor in person. The 50th anniversary tour in 2008 grossed over $84 million. With record sales, singles, and ticket sales, it's no surprise she became a millionaire. According to Celebrity Net Worth, her fortune is estimated to be around $250 million. Turner summed up her feelings about her wealth when asked in an interview if she believed she deserved that amount of money, to which she replied, "I deserve even more." In 2021, she was finally honored as a solo artist. The presentation was done by Angela Bassett, who portrayed her in the biographical film, What's Love Got to Do With It? 1993. Artists such as her and Keith Urban also paid tribute to the star by performing It's Only Love, while Christina Aguilera delivered her own version of River Deep, Mountain High. Tina appeared via a video message from Switzerland, expressing gratitude for the recognition and joking, "If I'm still winning awards at 81, I must have done something right. He moved like Jagger. Or does Mick move like Tina?" One of the most striking rock leaders for decades has been Mick Jagger, known for his stage moves. In an interview with Rolling Stone, the singer credited his mother for teaching him how to dance, though he also acknowledged drawing inspiration from music icons like James Brown and Little Richard. However, Tina had a different perspective. According to her recollection, she was the one who instructed Jagger in the art of movement, joking with the Daily Mail, "Mick wanted to dance, and I was a dancer, but I never got the credit. He claimed his mother had taught him to dance. However, I worked with him in the dressing rooms, and with the girls, we taught him the pony." The vocalist also stated that her relationship with the iconic rocker was never romantic. "Mick is just mischievous, you know. The first time I went on stage with him, he tried to push the microphone into my crotch. He's like a bad boy in school. That's why the Rolling Stones are like kids to me, because I've raised children. When you raise kids, you know how they play. With Mick, you always have to be on guard because you never know what he's going to do. But Mick is like a brother." She described both Jagger and the late David Bowie's family, and added, "We never had intimate relations, and they never flirted with me. I guess they saw me as some kind of role model." Tina Turner insured her legs for $3.2 million, thanks to a Hanes pantyhose campaign in the 90s. Over time, the singer became famous for various defining characteristics: her powerful voice, vibrant stage presence, and unmistakable appearance. Her short stage outfits facilitated her characteristic dance moves, turning her legs into an integral part of her star personality. Though she would later sing about her famous limbs on stage, she used to feel insecure because of her long legs that made her stand out. In a conversation with Oprah, she even compared herself to a pony. Turner reflected on these childhood insecurities in an interview with The Guardian. "I didn't actually worry much about my looks, especially my legs, which is ironic now because my legs became almost as famous as my talent." Her health issues and the worst of losses. Weeks after the opening of the Tina Turner musical on Broadway, the singer took to social media to celebrate her 80th birthday with her followers. "How did I imagine my 80 years would be? Not like this. What is this? Wow, I look phenomenal," she shared. She addressed her health concerns, mentioning her stroke episode in 2013 and her diagnosis of intestinal cancer 3 years later. However, she initially disregarded medical warnings about the aftermath of the stroke that left her unable to walk until she tried to get out of bed and fell to the floor. Despite immediately dismissing any negative thoughts and setting out to regain the ability to walk again, she stated, "I never got depressed about it. I was just determined to fix it." Tina experienced another tragedy in July 2018 when her eldest son, Craig, took his own life at the age of 59 in their California home. Despite his biological father being the saxophonist Raymond Hill, Ike Turner had adopted Craig after marrying Tina. During an interview with BBC News that same year, the singer revealed that her son's death remained a mystery to her. She reflected on how Craig seemed content with his new job in real estate and his girlfriend, admitting, "I still don't know what pushed him to the edge. I have no idea what caused his downfall, except something that haunted him with loneliness. I think it was something about loneliness." After scattering his ashes on the California coast with her loved ones, Turner shared a photo of the moment on Twitter, writing, "My saddest moment as a mother. I said my last goodbye to my son. He was 59 when he tragically passed, but he will always be my baby." Life in Switzerland. Since 1995, she resided in Zurich, and in 2013, she took the significant step of becoming a Swiss citizen and relinquishing her American citizenship. "Basically, Europe supported my music a lot more than the United States." She lived with her husband in a spacious house by Lake Zurich. She once joked about wanting to live in a castle originally until she realized how massive they actually were. Although the other side of their move here, the decision to relocate to Europe and become Swiss residents was not taken lightly. Turner renounced her U.S. citizenship to facilitate the purchase, as Swiss law requires potential buyers to be residents of the country to invest in properties. In an interview with the Daily Handelszeitung, Bach expressed satisfaction with their Swiss lifestyle, stating, "We feel very comfortable in Switzerland." Like many others, they refrained from making big trips due to the pandemic and its consequences. Turner's relocation from the United States was a significant life choice, embracing a new chapter in her life that allowed her to establish a stronger connection with her husband and immerse herself in a country with the tranquility and privacy she desired. Who inherits the legacy? Tina Turner's major breakthrough came in the 1980s when she released what is widely considered one of the greatest comebacks in music history. Her multi-platinum album, Private Dancer, 1984, included the hit song, "What's Love Got to Do With It?", which earned her the Grammy Award for Record of the Year. Turner's remarkable talent led her to win a total of 12 Grammy Awards. Her international popularity and musical achievements translated into substantial wealth, enabling her to acquire properties and secure financial stability for herself and her family. She sold over 200 million records worldwide, making her one of the best-selling recording artists of all time. With a net worth of approximately $250 million, her fortune serves as a living proof of her incredible success as a record artist. Just 2 years before her death, she made headlines with the remarkable purchase of a $116 million house with her husband, Irwin Bach. They had been renting a property named Chateau Algonquin in Zurich for several years. However, their love for the European country led them to invest in an impressive waterfront mansion in Stiefel overlooking Lake Zurich. The couple used this extensive property as their weekend retreat, a testament to their deep connection with Switzerland. Turner's immense wealth is expected to now pass on to her loved ones. So far, no source confirms the specific distribution of the singer's fortune, but it is most likely that her wealth will be divided between her husband and children.